Okay, so first off, thank you guys for taking the time to join me this morning. I know there's been some communication that you've heard of about dot loop going away September 15th. And my role in this is to make sure that you guys feel as comfortable as possible when this transition happens, so you're still able to run your business at a high level. Therefore, I'm able to continue to run our business because I know this may cause a freak out with you. Therefore, I will potentially have a freak out within me. So I just want to try to eliminate that as much as possible. So there are 3 simple steps by just starting to use Command. And they created a handout that is awesome for all of the agents to access. And so I'm going to go over those 3 steps, and then I'll provide that document with you and other resources. So if you ever need more guidance or more training, you know where to go through with that. Okay, so the first start, I'm going to start sharing my screen with you. I'm going to show you where Command lies. So for all of you, here is the Command portal. So if you don't know the web address to access it, it's agent.kw.com. Now, I had some yesterday in my class that that web address, agent.kw.com, was not working for them. So they were able to use command.kw.com as well. So that would be another option if the agent.kw is not working. So all you'll need to do when you're logging in is use your Keller Williams username and password. If you don't know what that is, please let me know or let someone on the team know, and we can definitely help you out with that. So I have my username and password in right here, and I've just logged into Command. And this is what your home screen will look like. So all of these little blocks are different aspects of your business. The main purpose of Command is to be able to run your business from lead till your transaction is closed. So when you're getting onto Command, for starters, I just want to point out a couple of useful tools for you. If you ever need any help whenever you log in, this question mark here right at the top will be able, if you type in anything that you're having questions on, it should pull up all of the frequently asked questions that they've already experienced so far. So right up here at the top, this question mark, that's a great resource for you whenever you get into Command. The next part is there's a KW support chat window down here at the bottom. So if you ever have any questions with support, you can go ahead and type in your questions here, and they have somebody back in KWRI that will be able to help you. And they kind of already have some suggestions, some of the top questions they've already had asked. So if you ever have questions, the support button right here at the bottom. And lastly, you can go to answers.kw.com, answers.kw.com, and here are some more frequently asked questions that they have put into a website. So any command support, Kelly support, KW Connect, all of that is at answers.kw.com. So those are some quick 3 resources that you can access. So what we're going to do today, the 2 main things you need to know about Command is how to add a contact and how to create an opportunity. Everything else is going to be great for your business, but if you do not know how to add a contact and create an opportunity, that will really going to slow down your business and potentially put it at a halt. So my goal today is to show you those 2 quick steps. That way you can still run your business when we make this transition over. So to add a contact, we're going to hit contacts right here after we've logged into Command. And then up at the top right here, we're going to add a contact. Some of you may already have contacts in your database. Mine are from people that I've shared my QR code with on Kelly. And so whenever you share your QR code, those will automatically go into your Command. So to add a contact, we're going to click Add a Contact. And the minimum requirement you have to have when adding a contact is just the contact name. Obviously, you want the contact name, their phone number, their address, their email, but just to get it started, all you have to do is add their name. So I'm going to add, let's say, Tori Hunt. And I'm going to add, and I can designate if I'm going to add her personal or work email into my database. So I'm going to say I'm going to add her work email. then it's going to ask me for a phone number, and you're going to say if it's your mobile, home, work, other. So I'm going to add mobile number. And then I'm going to say, is this going to go automatically into my sales pipeline, or am I marking this as a lead? I have those options. So this could be a lead I got from an open house, and so it will create a custom tag that was where it came from. So I'm going to mark it as a lead, and I'm going to say that here's all my custom tags, and I'm going to say that they are looking to, let's see, I'm going to say she's an agent. If I want to add any more information, I can. But I'm just going to go ahead and create. So that's how I've just added a contact. Does anybody have any questions in regards to just adding a contact to your database? No? Okay. Now, there is, some of you already have a large database that you need to get imported into Command. And if you hit import right here at the top of your contacts options, there's a pre-made CSV file that you can download. And let me put in my download file. So whenever you download it, it's going to has all the different headers that you would need when making, please make sure that it is share. Let me give it to my screen. There we go. So this is everything that you can get filled in. So if you don't even have a database, this would be a great way to start, just filling in as much as you can. Full name, mobile phone, email address, home address, company address, any key dates that you want to remember, if their birthday, home anniversary, what stage they're at in the process. Are they qualified? Are they a buyer? Are they seller? Have they bought? Are they sold? And any custom notes or tags that you want to add, and any social media profiles. So by filling that out, you can import this whole file into your Command, and it will have everything in there for you. Now, previously there was an issue where a lot of the contacts were being duplicated, and I know that kind of scared people away from putting contacts into Command, but that has been resolved. So if you have that issue again, just type in the support, or you can chat with anybody and let them know that you're still having that issue, but that should be resolved as of now. Also, another way to add contacts into your database, if you go up to your name up in the top right-hand corner in Command, and you go to Settings, this is your settings page. So on this page, you're able to connect your Google Calendar, your Gmail, any social media that you may have. There's your eEdge account, to where Keller Williams database service will import into here and bring all your contacts over for you. But the main one I want to point out is PieSync. So for those of you that use another CRM, such as Top Producer, you're able to pull those contacts in through and import them in. PieSync is a one-time free import. However, if you want those contacts or leads that you're potentially getting into that database continually to import, you will have to pay for them. But your first import is free. So there's over 150 applications on here, so you just need to search for whatever one you're using. So there's Dotloop, there is iCloud right here, and that's a big one that I like to tell everybody. If you have an iCloud account, which is if you have an iPhone and all your contacts on your phone, you're able to sync that up, and you can pull all those contacts from your phone over. I know one of our agents here, they have over 2,000 contacts in their phone, and so that was a quick way for them to get them into Command. You have your Google contacts here, so any of these you can just search for. I know one of the popular CRM, Sync, I know that does not sync with Command, so but any other ones that are on this list you can. So again, that's up here at the top right where your name is listed, and you go to Settings, and you're able to go down to PieSync right here, and that's where you can import your contacts through here. Great. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to speak up at any point in time and just let me know. So the third step of getting simple steps in getting into Command is creating an opportunity. And an opportunity is where you're going to keep your transactions. Think of it as Dotloop integrated in with commands. So whenever you get the lead and you're working them in your database and you're nurturing them until they're ready to buy or sell, that's in an opportunity. And then whenever they're ready to buy or sell, instead of going to dot loop and creating the loop and getting the necessary paperwork, that will still be done in opportunities as well. So we're going to go back to our home page right here where it says dashboard, and we're going to click on opportunities. So what I love about opportunities is how easy you can customize it for your specific business. So there is a listings, a buyers, a leases section for you. Now, each of these are called phases. The cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and close are phases. Those are not customizable because KWRI, when they were labbing this, they believe that these are the 5 phases you would go through in this business. So, but under each of them, they have different stages. So if I'm clicking on the opportunity stage, the appointment stage under the listings, you can see there's scheduling, next scheduled, scheduled, and kept. These are called stages, and you are able to customize those for your business, or if you think there are any other stages during that. So if I click edit stages up here, you can see that here is each stage, and I can click add a new stage. And if during the appointment stage, if I'm going to say, let's see, what's another one? Call photographer. Because as soon as I get that appointment set, I want to call a photographer. Totally can. So I can create this and I can move it to wherever I want it to lie within those stages of that phase. Also, under each of those, there is checklists that you can customize. Now, again, you don't have to add any more than what's already there, because these, I believe they said, where they thought were the best ways through each of these phases. However, you have that option, whatever works best for you and your business. So within each of these stages, though, there are checklists. So under scheduling, I could create a checklist that says, call to schedule appointment. Then I could also say, so if that has a checklist, great. If once it's scheduled, I can add a checklist that says add to Travis's calendar. And so it's saved. So every time I have something under the scheduled stage, that checklist has already popped up that I can go ahead and check mark to say I need to add it to Travis's calendar once I get it scheduled. So when we go back to our sales pipeline in opportunities, well, it's a little slow here. Let's get internet problems. Okay. So whenever I go to create opportunity, I'm able to see each of those. Also, under each opportunity, I'm able to see what is my average time in each of these phases, what is my conversion rate, and how much volume I have in each stage. So right here, I've created some opportunities just for examples as we went through. And right now, I have 2 opportunities that are in my active stage that have been there for 40 days. Or I have one under contract that has a volume of 200,000. And then you're able to see when you, through and entered all of these, you're able to see your potential income and your probable income based on your conversion rates. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna create an opportunity. So right up here, this is my market center, Greater Springfield. If I'm on a team, this is where my team would lie, right here. Select a team name. I'm going to tell it what kind of opportunity it is. Is it a listing? Is it a buyer, landlord, tenant? So I'm going to say I'm a listing and I'm the owner since I'm the only one. Now, if I was on a team and I had multiple agents under my team, I could select who is this responsible for. I'm going to have a client, and so I'm going to search through my database and my contacts. Let's see. It's like Tori's not pulling up. Let's say I'm going with Carrie Prater. And automatically it's going to default to my opportunity name being a Prater listing. Now I can change that to whatever I would like to. I know yesterday in my class some people had feedback that they have investor clients that purchase multiple properties, and so for them it would be easier to put the property address there, and you're more than welcome to do that, whatever works best for you. Now, if there was any custom tags, I would just select, so maybe Carrie Prater is in my sphere. And so every time I want to pull a report about clients that I've closed transactions with that were in my sphere, I'm able to do that because I created that custom tag. Then I'm going to say, when's my estimated close date? Let's say we would like, potentially next month. Estimated list price, let's say 500,000, and my commission rate right here. Then it's going to ask me what phase I am in with this client. So I'm going to say Carrie Prater has had an active listing, and what opportunity stage under that phase are we at? Are we in the MLS input, staging, photography, showing, and negotiations? I'm going to say we're in the MLS input, and I've created my opportunity. So here, once I've created the opportunity, this is similar to when we were creating green sheets, and when we would convert them, you would get a DA number in your dot loop. So this opportunity ID number will now be what we would refer to previously as your DA number. And what I love about Command and how it's going to make my job and Tori's job so much easier is whenever you have a mutual release and you no longer need the transaction, you would then email one of us to let us know that it's closed so we can close out that green sheet. Right here, if you ever have a mutual release on a property, all you have to do is click this lost opportunity button, and it will in real time notify us that that opportunity is lost. So it's a great time saver for you and for us. And so this is just one less step you're going to have to do to conduct your business. So right here, you can see it kind of has all the information I've already entered, and I can add more information as I go along. And here is the seller worksheet. And if I filled more information out, it would show me, I could click and show net and offer comparison. So right now, the documents phase is grayed out. That means that whenever we get compliance done, and we're right now on a market center level working to get those documents uploaded into Command and getting our compliance checklist done, then you'll be able to pull all those documents like you would have your templates in .loop. And so this is where you would find all that information. Whenever we get an offer on the property, I would just then add the offer right here, and it would help pull that information in, and then it would allow me to create my green sheet right here in Command. What's great about this is that green sheets, we don't have a definite time when they're going away because they want to get the compliance aspect done first, and then we'll move to green sheets, and then we'll move on to the next step. So compliance, we will have ready for you by September 15th. That will be when .loop is going away. And by saying .loop is going away, I want to let you know that that is not meaning that you will never have access to your loops again, because that's not an option. We have to have them for 7 years to be in compliance with the MREC. That, by saying .loop going away, that means that you will no longer be able to create any new loops. So you'll be able to access your old files, but anytime moving forward, you'll have to start using Command. You can start using Command now, and I strongly encourage that. You're able to go through the whole transaction in Command. You just cannot submit any green sheets to us, and you can't submit to compliance yet. But we have multiple teams here that already are 100% in Command, and every transaction they're doing, they're already creating those opportunities. So they can see in real time their conversion rates and their volume. So this is where your compliance documents will lie. And then when you add the offers, you can put it here, and then you'll be able to create your green sheets. Once I have the offers in, then my commissions tab will open up for me, and I'll be able to then create my green sheet over here on the right hand side of the screen. So by saying green sheets are going away is you're still going to have to tell us how you want your commissions to be paid out. By saying green sheets are going away is you're not going to have to go to a separate web page to access a green sheet to then submit it, to then we will take it into our system and import it through our system and then put it back into your .loop. It'll all lie right here, and it will automatically speak from this system to our system, which is awesome. Any notes if you want to add, you will just put the notes right through here. But then if we go back to our sales pipeline, we can see that under the active stage, I now have 3 active listings. And if any of you have ever used Trello, this is how opportunities acts like. You're able to move this from one to the other and easily move it along from each stage. And as you move it along, these checklists will pop up as you move it along. So if I was under the photography stage, but we were back at staging, you can see that I don't have a checklist for staging, but when I move it back for photography, I have 3 steps for each of that. So you can go through and click it and say, okay, did I call the photographer? Yes. Do I need to set a due date for this? Okay, I'm going to set it for July 31st at 9:25 a.m. And I have got that completed. Okay, great, done. I'm 1/3 of the way through. So I can close out and say I'm done. If once we get through all of these and we're through showing and now we're under contract, I can just take and drag and drop over under contract, and now my opportunity lies within here, and I have a whole new stages with all new checklists for me. Again, you don't have to create checklists. You don't have to create extra stages. This is just an option for you to customize your business and how you want it to be ran. Especially for those of you that have teams, this is going to be a great way. So you're all seeing at one point in time the communication. It's awesome. And then as you move through, you can just move these to even to closed. So as they go through. And if you don't like the board style view like Trello, you can go to list and it will list everything for you. So I'm bringing it back to active. I'll bring it back here to active. Let's bring it here. So when I go to active, here's all of my opportunities that lie. And so this will tell us, again, just like through your green sheet, how you want to get paid, and all of your transactions will be closed through here. So you're able, from when you get the lead to transaction close, you're able to run your business in one platform. And that is the whole main purpose of Gary Keller's vision, is so agents don't have to spend the extra money and time in order to conduct their business. As the market changes and commission amounts may be changing, this will allow you to conduct more business in a less amount of time. So this is how you can run it. And then right here, you'll have your ratios and your activity. So as you can see, I've created a lot of opportunities lately, so I've had a big upswing. And what I love about Command is that in real time, you'll be able to see how close you are to capping in both your company dollar and royalty, and that's huge. Previously, you're only able to see it after the end of the month when we transmit and reports are generated. So now you're able to see all of that in real time, which is great for you, and it's great for us as well. Does anyone have any questions regarding opportunities? No? Okay, great. Well, if you do, just let me know. So those are the 3 quick steps in how to start using Command. So first, you're going to log into Command, agent.kw.com. If you don't know your KW username, please reach out to one of us on the team and we'll be happy to get that for you. The second thing is get your contacts into Command. You cannot create an opportunity unless they are a contact in your database. And again, the minimum standard you need to have when creating a contact is just the name. But obviously you'd want the name, phone number, email address, home address, as much information as possible, but the minimum is a name. The second is to start putting your opportunities or your transactions in Command and seeing how that functions and seeing how it works best for your business. Do you need to create new stages within each phase? Do you need to create new checklists? Work through those. Now, I'm going to show you some other resources that you're able to reference if you ever have questions. So we mentioned the question mark on Command. Now I'm going to show you on KW Connect where to find some other options. So the 3 simple steps, this is the course that they created in a checklist for you yesterday, rolled out. So this is the checklist. So you're able to go through, and if you have questions, they have little information that you can click on. If you're like, I don't know how to do that, then here's a step-by-step instruction on how to add a contact. And so we'll be emailing this out to everybody, but a way to access that is if you go to kwconnect.com, and in the search bar at the top, if you type in 3 simple, it will bring you to 3 simple steps to start using Command. So when you click on that, it says purchase course materials, but you don't have to worry about that. It's all for free. So under the materials tab right here, here's the 3 simple steps flyer for you. So when you click on it, it pops up for you and you're able to go through and checklist and get all those questions answered that you may have when creating a contact or an opportunity. Also, I want to encourage you to look at the live streams on KW Connect. So if you go to kwconnect.com, under the technology, there is a videos button that you would click on and connect live schedule. They have at least 1 live streaming every day. And so you're able to, so yesterday they had designs, drag, drop, and delight. They have design and implement systems to promote your value proposition, referrals, how to build your agent-to-agent network, stay on top of opportunities from lead to close. Any of these that sound interesting to you, all you have to do is click on them, and then you can export them into your Google Calendar. So you'll get a reminder whenever these classes are about to happen, along with the link that you can click on. So by clicking export to Google Calendar, it will now show up on my calendar for Wednesday, July 31st for this class. Or if you just want to click right here, this link will take you straight to it. So stay on top of that live stream schedule. You normally get about 2 weeks at a time, and then they'll constantly update those. So again, technology, videos, connect live schedule. If you miss the live stream, don't worry, because they still save the videos for you. So they do latest in labs every Friday, which is an update on what Keller Williams has done so far or within this last week to help you in command. So you can watch all those videos right here. But if you miss a live stream as well, they're all right here as you scroll down to the bottom. So if you missed yesterday's designs, how to drag, drop into light, you can click on here. Or if you need more help on, okay, I need a video to show me how to create an opportunity. If you just click this video right here, you can start playing it, and it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. So just a quick video on how to do it. So does anyone have any questions that I can answer for you at the moment?
Rachel, I have one.
Okay.
So let's say that we have an active loop that's going to close September 29th. And we've already created our green sheet in .loop. The loops will stay open until they close, correct? Even after September 15th?
Correct. You just can't add anything else. You can't create new loops. So you'll
but we can finish out loops and finish out a green sheet.
Yes. Yes.
And then as those close, we're opening our new ones in command.
Correct. And from the conversations I've been on, that they have said that they're going to move your loops from .loop into command. I haven't heard anything else on how or when that's happening, but that has been mentioned that your loops in .loop will be brought into command for you as well.
Okay, and what about, so you said compliance will be ready on September 15th, but did I understand that you're saying that green sheets may not be? So what happens in that in-between time?
Yeah, so all of your compliance starting September 15th will be done out of command. So we are working through getting your templates that you have in .loop into command, but since I can't technically upload them myself because I'll be breaking copyright law or trademark, and so I can't do that. But once those get over, it'll be a very easy, this is required, this is approved, this is rejected, and this is why. But for green sheets, you'll still be using the green sheet page. So you'll be able to create green sheets still like you normally have done, and then you can save and upload your own documents into command as well. So for the teams that have their own checklists or any other documents that you want throughout the transaction, you're still able to upload those documents into that opportunity, but we'll create checklists that says, okay, you have to get these documents done before this time. You know, whenever you move your opportunity from listing to under contract, then it's going to say, okay, 4 days is your timeline, and then we'll let you know, create that green sheet, do this, do this next step, and it's going to be more helping you make sure that you're getting your documents in so we can pay you correctly at time of closing.
So for those of us who are currently accessing the green sheet page by going to .loop details, scrolling down to the bottom, how will we get to that green sheet page once we no longer have access to .loop?
Great question. I love that. Okay. So if you go to your mykw.kw.com, so mykw.kw.com, and you log in with your KW credentials. So this is the intranet page that I'm sure majority of you are familiar with. If you go to technology, you have a green sheet button right here. So when you click on technology and then green sheet, it takes you to that green sheet page. Now I will say the benefits of going through .loop is that it auto-fills a lot of the stuff for you. So that's going to probably be the unfortunate part, is you may have to go in and put the information in again. But you'll just click create green sheet, and it's the same process. So are you the listing agent? Yes or no? Is this a KW listing? Yes or no? And then so you can go in and enter everything in that's in red that's required. So that's a way to do that. And I love that question, Amy, because I know majority of you are already accessing your green sheets through Dotloop. Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody have any other questions? I know we're a little bit over time, and I want to make sure I respect your time for today. So if you do, how about you just email or give me a call, or anyone on the team. We're always willing to help. We're here for you, and we want to make this transition for you as seamless as possible. So please check out all the trainings that we have at the Market Center on KW Connect Live. The week before Mega Camp, August 5th through 9th, we're going to be hosting a Mega Tech Week at the Market Center, meaning from 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock every day, we're going to be having some sort of command training. Nicole's finishing the August calendar today, so she'll be able to get that out here soon, and it lists all the courses. And so I encourage you to come and attend those if at all possible. We'll offer opportunities, contacts, compliance multiple times throughout that week. So if you can't make a certain date and time, don't worry, we're offering it another date and time. And also Thursday during that week, we're going to do a big cookout to raise money for Springfield Cares. So keep on the lookout for the calendar that's about to come out. Stay plugged in as much as possible, and look through, play around with your opportunities, getting contacts added. Share your mobile app with all of your clients. When that rolls out, that's going to be a game changer. Make sure you're sharing your mobile app. It's an app that no one else will ever have, and you can't change the agent that is associated. So if you're not in your database, someone else probably is. And so if I share my app with Tori, then it's going to be hard for, say, Travis to share his app with Tori because I'm already her agent that's listed on that app. So again, take over market share by sharing your app. With that in mind, if no one else has anything, we'll go ahead and end that call. And thanks again so much for being on this. If we have any questions and we see a need, we'll continue to do these Zooms, calls, because I think this is a beneficial idea that you guys can all learn from the comfort of your home. So.
Hey, Rachel.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
I heard Travis say at one of the earlier meetings that you should use command only in incognito on Chrome. Is that true, or has that changed?
I haven't heard Travis say that, so I can't really I'm not really sure why it was incognito mode on Chrome. I know whenever Chrome is the best browser for it, I'm just not sure about the incognito. Whenever you log in on your command, it normally asks about the cookies so it can track kind of what you're doing. But I'm not sure. I'll have to get clarification from him why he suggested incognito. Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thanks for this. It was great.
Okay, great. I'm glad. Okay, does anyone else have any other questions before we wrap up? Okay, well, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys around the Market Center. Thank you.